Hey, what's happening, moviegoers, and welcome to yet again another Classic Tuesdays 1-3 movie review. Today we're doing it on the 1973 movie Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. This movie is the reason for Guillermo del Toro making the most recent version, which was released in 2011, and which we did a review on earlier. But it's nothing the same. I mean, besides the obvious fact that the creatures look completely different, that they look like little trolls, or goblins. The story is about, of course, the story being about what they want. And what they want is actually pretty different. First off, the creatures have in this movie don't want anything to do with getting children to sleep. They actually are on a recruiting mission, as it were, to get whoever released them, who happens to be Sally, who, by the way, is actually a grown woman in this movie, not a little kid, to become one of them, and they're not willing to take somebody else instead. As it was shown in the 2011 movie, they wanted to get Sally, but they were fine with Kim. But these creatures have one target in mind, and it is not for getting children to see from. So, in such ways, it is pretty different. Another different thing about it is that, you got these creatures that seem to be like a few feet tall, which is like bigger than the other creatures. Like, they are more humanoid looking, so it's like big difference in appearance. Like in the 2011 version, you have these little teeny creatures that stand yay high from the floor. I get where my fingers are. It is like the tallest that they are. These creatures are more like a few feet tall, but somehow can manage to fit into cupboards, which shows how ridiculous this movie's logic is. But anyways, another thing I didn't really care for in the movie was the visual effects. Like, it was like all this green light going about just when it gets to a part about the creatures, like, not scary at all. Like, if they're going for scary, if you cannot help the visual effects, then at least make the story scary. And maybe put in some scary music, so you can actually get a tense feeling from the audience. They did I forget who the director of this movie was, but whoever did it did a terrible job at making it scary. I know that the visual effects was probably the best they had at the time, but still, you could still have worked on something else to make it more scary. Thus, on a rating system, 1 star to 5 stars, with 1 star being unwatchable and 5 stars being a must-own, a classic, I would rate this movie 3 stars because I would suggest watching it, but it's not the best movie that there is. It's good, just not great. Not terrible, not great, but just good. So, there you have it. Well, we're running short on time, so we have another Tell-News Wednesdays coming up. And until then, have a great rest of your afternoon, and we'll catch you later.